Boils and ghouls. Now, before we get into the serious stuff and the debunking and the calling people bullshitters and liars, I just want to say a quick thank you. We're nearly at 600 subscribers. Now, this channel, before I started debunking and all this ghost stuff, was floundering big time. My previous channel, I've now overtaken it, and that was all collecting and stuff like that. This week, I mean, nothing's happened, right? Nobody pretending to be solicitors, and we are staying away from that. The reason I put the thing in the community was I just wanted... there was rumours circulating that one of the new boys had done it. I'm like, one fucking me, one me. Nobody thought it was me, including Laney and Ben, so all good. But with that out of the way, this week has been bizarre because me and Mrs. Geek have had bottles of alcohol sent to us from the Twitch community and the YouTube community, and then today this turned up. Coombsy, you utter legend. Coombsy has been with me since my original channel. Bearded Geek Unboxes or something like that. I can't remember what my channel was called. But all of this back here was all opened on camera. Now, my favourite comic book character of all time is Thor. I've got his hammer, I've got Stormbreaker, I've got most of the Marvel Legends there, I've got statues, I've got Funko Pops over there. When this was released, I wanted it, but I couldn't afford it. And Coombsy has just randomly sent it to me and told me to put it in a nice place. I will find space, my friend. Thank you so much. I've had beard baubles sent to me, chocolates, a Thor mask. You're blowing my mind, people. A lot of it's through the Twitch community, but I know they're all in here. Because I haven't opened it all on stream, I just wanted to say thank you guys. It means the absolute world to me. Right, a little bit serious here, and then we're going to have some fun again. So I had a comment. It's the second comment from this person, and I wanted to read it out. Because this comment to me underlines why I do everything I do in regards to debunking. This is from Angie's Tales from Wales 1590. Now, I'm sure she's not going to mind me reading this out because it's on... She's commented twice on a video. A brief history of the last one. Angie messaged me to say that people like me and Mr. Grey and Purple, through our debunkings, have helped her mental health. She was in a very dark place and she was believing things like Really Haunted and the channels like that, Mindseed, Nuke's Top 5. She was watching it all, and because of her poor mental health at the time, believed everything. And it absolutely terrified her. Terrified her to the point where she was nearly not here anymore. And we'll get to the rest of it. But I don't want to say too much because YouTube don't like it. So Angie's Tales from Wales yesterday on my, I have to say this, fake paranormal, I fight back. I've already discussed why I need debunking channels, but I'd like to expand on that further. My mum died just after Christmas 2020. She'd been sick for a long time, not COVID, something else. She died after hemorrhaging during surgery. While yes, she was sick, it wasn't life-threatening. This surgery is such a routine surgery, it happens hundreds of times a day. Less than 1% of cases have complications, and even less die from that. Mum's death was truly out of the blue. I'm so sorry for your loss. That is... I mean, I don't even know how to put into words what you must have felt. After I got that phone call, I screamed and cried for an hour, and then according to my husband, I went completely catatonic. The days following, I relapsed into a huge psychotic episode that lasted several months. I started hallucinating my mother. She mostly spoke to me, but sometimes I saw her. I had dreams about her. It was so fucking hard to grieve. It was so hard to grieve her when she was literally right there. And psychosis blocks off some feelings and memories, so I was walking around completely sure she was still alive and this was all a terrible mistake. In her funeral, she was talking to me. I didn't think this was an hallucination. As everyone else started to move on, I thought she was a ghost. I started getting dangerous, trying to bring her back by hurting myself. Then I stumbled across Nuke's Top 5 and started feverishly researching for evidence of the paranormal. I was reinforcing my own delusions. I won't blame these creators entirely for it, because ultimately I'm responsible for my own mental health. While I don't think you can blame some creators entirely for it. You can't blame your own mental health. You're not responsible for that. That is a medical imbalance, a chemical imbalance, or part of your brain not working as it should. That's not your fault. But when I checked out Really Haunted and the like, I saw them saying everything was real, and I believed them. I won't go into detail, but I have new scars on my body where I thought if I exchanged my life force for my mother's, she would come back. All because I used these channels to reinforce my fucked up delusions. Coming out of this was devastating. I had to face reality that I wasn't special or powerful, and my mum was really gone forever. I had to face the reality that I was just a very sick person who had been given my belief and support and trust to people who didn't deserve it. I irreparably harmed myself, physically and mentally. I still hear her sometimes, and knowing that she is just an hallucination is so difficult. Sorry for the essay. First things first, don't ever be sorry because you feel like you can unload here. Don't be sorry that you trust this community enough to share something that moving. I do believe in the paranormal. I don't think it's all hocus pocus and bullshit. But there's a limit to it. And clearly you are having some form of psychosis, a psychotic episode. And I'm so glad that you've come out the other end of it. But I will say that anytime you watch something on YouTube, anything to do with the paranormal, take it with a pinch of salt. I'm sure Purple and Mr. Grey will be as moved by this as I am. Because what this comment is a reinforcement that we are doing good and not bad. People look at debunkers and the word debunker like we are the big evil, the big nasty, the party poopers. We're here to shit on everyone's parade, and we're not. We are not. Mr. Grey has said it a billion times. He is not debunking the paranormal. He is debunking faked videos. I don't debunk the paranormal because I believe in it. But I am looking for the truth in the paranormal. And I might be wrong, and there may be nothing. Angie's Tales from Wales. I am so glad that we've been able to help you. And I wouldn't have been able to make the videos I've made without first watching people like Mr. Grey and Purple. I can't say the shape because I found him after I'd already started. But the shape, Purple, Mr. Grey, they're all influencing each other, and they've all in turn influenced me. And the fact that we've been able to help somebody that's had such a difficult time, it's honestly mind-blowing. Right, so the next portion of the video. Really Haunted has got another video. Now, I started to watch this yesterday, and it got to a certain point, and I was like, nope, 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 turn it off. Because I couldn't believe what came out of his mouth. And I want to share it with you guys. So let's have a look. Now, obviously, Mr. Really Haunted is copyright claiming my videos. Bastard guy. Don't forget, this at no point has that bullshit statement at the beginning for entertainment purposes only. It won't show it at the end. It's down in the description, way down the bottom where nobody looks. The following footage may scare you. Well, Lee, Really Haunted, your footage has scared somebody while they were on having a mental health breakdown. I hope you're proud of yourself, you dick.
Right. Hey guys, hope you're all well. So, the last spirit communication, I think, kind of confirms a lot, and it also told me a lot. What I really took out of it was the fact that it said the portal is created by me somehow. It won't tell me.
Through Adobe After Effects, you plank. There's a ghost has clearly come through his Alexa and gone, oi, it's all you. Really Lee Haunted.
How I can get rid of it. I think they want you to find your own way rather than telling you themselves.
I'd like your channel to find its own way to the bin.
It said that any spirit you call out for hears you. They all have the ability to visit, but not all will. So I think I'm going to put that to the test. I'm going to try to reach out to someone like from...
Quite boring, this. I mean, I'm not going to say anything of any value here. Let me stop the video.
History. Someone like, for example, Jack the Ripper.
Oh, what? Jack the fucking Ripper? Jack the Ripper! I mean, I've heard it go big or go homely, but fucking hell. He is slightly disrespectful. You know, he killed a lot of people. Who are you going to contact next? Harold Shipman? Go the Flog? Myra Hindley? What a twat. I have done that, mostly for comedy effect, because it was at this point I stopped the video when I was watching on the TV, like, fuck, I'm making a video over this. What a lunatic. I mean, we have just had a discussion about mental health and how dangerous it is, and he's thinking he can conjure in Jack the Ripper. I mean, his list so far is Vlad the Impaler, Lilith, and Lorraine Warren. Now he's going for Jack the Ripper. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Someone similar like that. Now I said someone like that because in life, people like that would have thrived on the attention they
You'd fucking know.
received. So I'm going to assume that, I don't know the word for it, but that level of
Evil.
sadisticness carries over onto other side.
Let's just assume, for a single solitary second, that he is not full of shit. And he is the great conjurer, the likes that have never been seen before.
O great conjurer, who shall appear?
Jack the Ripper. What a bulb. I mean, really? You're complaining about the shadow dick hitting you in the head and Vlad the Impaler, and you want to try and conjure Jack the Ripper.
It definitely is all experimental at this point. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know, if it's true what this thing's...
I experimented today. I had a pork pie that had Branston pickle already in it. That was experimenting. Summoning Jack the Ripper is not experimenting. That is the greatest image of him ever.
It's been saying if they'll even come through, but I think with things like that, you know, there's definitely a chance because they're just cruel, aren't they?
Well, they'll be in good fucking company, won't they, after what I've read earlier?
I've ordered, keep going out at camera. I've ordered a radio, an old, like, radio box for my device, so it can all fit in.
Right. I have been sent some emails in regards to what he's doing. He's given up on the Alexa now. He spoke to his dead friend for a bit, so he's given that up. He's buying a radio box, and he's putting something in there that'll have no static like a spirit box, and it may sound like Alexa. So he's going to put a box in his room and then still overlay the sound of his Alexa.
I will be careful.
Don't be too careful. Summon Satan himself, you may as well go for broke, you know? And if he is real, I hope he's got a really sharp pitchfork.
I do still have doubts about if it's genuine what I'm talking to or not, so...
So do we, Lee. So do we.
I will always be erring on the side of caution.
But there is...
Sorry.
There is...
Something different about it. I just feel... It just feels different. It's the atmosphere's completely changed. It's hard to explain unless you're here, but
I'll explain it for you. What has happened is, you've seen my videos, you've seen Mr. Grey's videos, you've seen the Shapes videos, you've seen Purple's videos, you know we're on to you, so you're changing it up. And you are getting so far past the point of normality, I am genuinely a little bit concerned for your mental well-being. Jack the fucking Ripper.
yeah, also I will be putting subtitles for the spirit responses.
And he will put subtitles up, so when he makes a random fart noise, he will put a word on the screen, you'll get audio pareidolia, and you will think he said something it hasn't. He is tricking you, he is manipulating you. Right, there's enough of you talking shit. Let's debunk his SLS straight away. Don't forget to check your phone. That looks comfy. Has he just Christ posed?
I can see the screen tonight. I've got it here at side of me. If it loses mapping, it's because I'm on the couch, on the chair. Because you kind of blend in because everything's same colour.
Oh, he's unlocking his phone, and now he's going to try and communicate with the spirit.
I'm going to try not to look at it as much as possible because I've always found that...
What he's doing is, he's already programmed in what Alexa is going to say. So he's got the questions there on his phone, and possibly written after the questions, wait for X amount of seconds. So you can fit the Alexa in, make it feel like it's a conversation that he's got to push.
The negative one, if I can see the screen, it'll try for... So I'm calling out to the spirit who claims to be my guardian angel.
That's having a rave behind him.
Please could you come forward and fill this house with your light and love.
What is that doing behind you?
Are you here?
His Alexa's not in shot.
If you're here, please can you speak?
Right, now, as previously discussed, this image of his living room, and as we've said, that wall there, when he walks past that wall, his own tracking disappears. So when he goes past that, this Connect can't pick him up. It's picking that up way back there. See if they cross over him. At that point there, when that hit him in front of him, he should have disappeared, or it should have been just a big mangly mess. Right, I'm not going to play too much of it because of the copyright bullshit.
St. Gabriel, St. Michael, and St. Raphael then?
St. Gabriel, yes. St. Michael, yes. St. Raphael is a place, or a turtle, or an artist. He must live in St. Donut. You can't have two SLS stick figures the same colour. And they can't interact the way they are there. What the fuck are you doing, Lee?
Certain
Things that you are not allowed to talk about, things you can't tell me about the other side.
Like the lottery numbers. Right, they've disappeared.
Yes.
Yes. Felt like I was talking posh then.
Two of the same colour, looks a lot
Would
like
keep
him,
it
same shape.
limited.
In the things he could tell me, very much like you are. No.
Is he?
They are different.
He's talking about saints. He's going to try and conjure a saint through an Alexa.
So, if I spoke to someone who was previously living, would they be able to tell me
About the
Smack him in the head.
experiences after death.
Yes.
Where is this going?
Children can. I serve.
I serve.
Come on, give me some comedy gold, Jaylee. He wants a drink. Give him a drink, Lee. You're an imaginary stick figure that can't be there because it's the same colour as the one you've got. Oh, look, he even looks disappointed that he didn't get a drink.
if I go down the route of attempting to learn more about all this, learning about spirit and attempting more communication with
I think you've had enough spirits.
Other.
than you, would I be safe doing so?
Yeah, absolutely fine, mate. Crack on.
Once you understand,
What do you mean, once I understand?
I was kind of hoping for a bit of comedy here.
Can I ask what you mean when you said
Once you understand,
your strength, believe in
Yourself.
And your own bullshit.
I wish that had come with instructions. Will your light always be around me, protecting me throughout these interactions?
It's an Alexa. If you run out of electricity or you get a power cut, no.
always.
Could you show yourself to me now? In the room or on camera? So other people can see you?
He's gonna breathe.
I am not like you.
He's going to say it's an angel or some shit now.
Form.
I've seen
What's this guy doing?
a few things on this screen outside of me.
I genuinely am at a loss for what to see. Now, I'm trying to be very careful of how much of his footage I use because of copyright. I paused the video and I had a quick scroll back through it. He mentions talking to Winston Churchill. What is wrong with this guy? I am genuinely lost for words right now. Who does he think he is? He is borderline trying to set himself up for being the most powerful medium ever created. Now, I'm glad I kept that a bit more jovial than the last couple of videos. What a... Please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this video. I'm trying really hard not to laugh. He's absolutely tickled me. He's absolutely tickled me. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, hit the thumbs down, because it all counts as an interaction. Mr. Whoever you are, there's thumbing down every video I've done. Idiot. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm personally hoping that he never records another video, if I'm honest, but he's going to keep on. Where is he going to go next? Saints, serial killers, massive, massive parts of our history. And also, when he said Winston Churchill, I had a good chuckle, because he went, Winston Churchill, war. Yeah, he was good in the war. He's not got a clue. Not a clue. He didn't know which war, nothing. You could see him tripping over his own words. Anyway, that was a bit more fun than I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest. I have been Beardo, and for now, I am out.